Okay, let us get centered on the mat, bringing our arms forward, touching our toes. Breathe in and breathe out, keeping your knees as straight as possible. Breathe in and breathe out, bringing your full body, your full torso frontwards, keeping as straight as possible. Now getting back into center, breathe in and breathe out, and touching your toes once again. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let's get back into center and work on our neck rolls. Really concentrating on our neck, releasing all the pressure, all the stress. Now let us work on our left side of our neck. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, now let us work into pigeon pose, bringing one knee forward and extending out our other leg as our torso is nice and firm, nice, straight and strong. Looking forward. Breathe in and breathe out, having your head back. Breathe in and breathe out, getting back into tabletop, knees and hands planted onto the mat. Breathe in and breathe out as we get back onto pigeon pose from the other side. Bringing one knee forward and extending your other leg back. Keeping your torso, your back straight as possible. Arms to the side. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Let us get back into pigeon pose as we make our way into mermaid. Bringing our shin, our leg up. Breathe in and breathe out. You're really going to feel the stretch in your quads along with your shin. Bring in, breathe out. Keep as straight and firm as possible. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let us do the same on the other side as we prepare for mermaid pose once again. Bringing one knee forward and extending out our shin close to our glute. Breathe in and breathe out, keeping your torso and back straight as possible, and using your other arm, your hand, to grasp onto your leg. Breathe in and breathe out. Let us get into downward dog, feeling that nice stretch, slowly making our way back up onto the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, now let us get into eagle pose, crossing our legs and crossing our arms as we squat down. Breathe in and breathe out, keeping that nice balance, keeping straight as possible and really keeping the focus. Breathe in and breathe out, release into mountain, into center. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out as we do the same on the other side, crossing your legs and crossing your arms while doing a slight squat. Facing forward, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude. Exhale out stress. Let us center onto the mat, raising our arms, saluting the sun. Okay, now let us make our way into a lunge as we have one leg extended out, getting into a runner's pose. Keeping balanced as possible and firm. Breathe in and breathe out, extending one arm up over your head, doing a slight back bend as you rest your other arm onto your leg. Breathe in and breathe out as we just did reverse warrior. Okay, we're going to go back down into the mat, getting into downward dog, preparing the same on the other side. Breathe in, breathe out, doing a nice lunge, runner's pose, having your leg nice and extended out, keeping it straight as possible. Now extending one arm up over your head, doing a nice back bend as you rest your arm on your leg. Breathe in and breathe out as you are in reverse warrior. Okay, Now we're going to extend one arm up as we get into a nice little triangle pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Make your way back down. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let's squat into the center of our mat as we have prayer hands, palms together. Breathe in and breathe out as we are in garland pose. Have a nice squat, going to really relax your inner thighs. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude, exhale out stress. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, now let us get into Savasana, relaxing our body, laying down straight. Breathe in and breathe out. Relaxing your lower and upper body, releasing all thoughts, keeping grounded. Breathe in and breathe out. We're going to bring one leg over the other as we rest our arms from the side, going into a supine twist. Really feel that stretch in your back. Breathe in and breathe out, showing some nice love to your spine. Breathe in and breathe out while relaxing your body. Breathe in and breathe out as we get back into center. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let's do the same on the other side, bringing one leg over the other, extending your arms out, relaxing your body completely. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude, exhale out stress. Now back to center, resting your body, relaxing. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude, exhale out stress. Bringing nothing but positivity into your life and much awareness. Okay, now let us flip over and get into tabletop as we go into cat-cow exercises. Breathe out cow, breathe in cat. Breathe out cow, breathe in cat. Breathe out cow, breathe in cat. Breathe out cow. Okay, now let us get realigned in position, making your way on top of the mat, getting into center, standing up straight. Now let us prepare for our pose, going into warrior three, standing firm with one leg. It's okay if you're imbalanced, just try your best. Breathe in and breathe out. Having two arms in front of your head as you extend out one leg from the back and keeping one leg firm and balanced as much as possible. Breathe in and breathe out into warrior three. Okay, amazing job. Let us get back into center, arms to the side as we get into mountain pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude, exhale out stress. Now let us attempt to do warrior three once again, keeping one leg firm and balanced as possible. One leg extended out as two arms are in front of you. Okay, now let's get into the side of the mat, getting realigned. Breathe in and breathe out as we get into pyramid, face to the knees, keeping straight as possible into a nice pyramid pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's get into center as we get into a wide-legged forward fold. Breathe in and breathe out as we have our arms together into ragdoll. Really release all the tension from your neck and really feel the flow of your body. Breathe in and breathe out. Now getting back into pyramid, working your right side of your body. Try to bring your head to your knee as close as possible, really feeling that nice stretch. Okay, now let's get back into center. Breathe in and breathe out into mountain. Breathe in gratitude, exhale out stress. Really feel the intentions, set your intentions. and really focus on your pose. Extending out one leg up in the air. Try to keep your knee as straight as possible. You have this. Okay, now arms up above into praying pose now. Feet together. Now let us lift up our foot as we prepare to bring our leg extending up. Really feel the balance, really focus. It's okay if you fall out. It all takes time. Really focus. Breathe in and breathe out, keeping your knee as straight as possible. Amazing job. Okay, now let's bring up our arms. And now let's get into a nice quad stretch. Stretching out our leg, really stretching out those quads, and keeping one arm in front of the other just for support. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let us extend our leg in front of us. Try to keep the other leg as firm and straight as possible, keeping your knee locked. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let us do the same on the other side. Breathe in and breathe out. Extending your foot forward right in front of you. Breathe in and breathe out. Really focus, keeping that knee straight and your other leg as straight as possible. Breathe in and breathe out, palms together. Being grateful for your body. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let us attempt to do a headstand. Keeping our palms together, arms close to our head, and slowly tiptoeing our way into balancing ourselves. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly make your way up. Really extend those legs out. Take your time when you're doing a headstand. And if you fall out, it's okay. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Really focus and keep balance. Extending your legs as high as you can. Okay, let's make our way into center. Extending our arms up, saluting the sun. Legs spread apart. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let us make our way into the middle into a wide-legged forward fold, keeping both legs spread apart and really keeping centered towards the middle. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep your palms on the mat, and the closer you are to your legs, the better the stretch will be. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let's get into pyramid pose, having your knees to chest, working on your left side of your body. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly extend one arm up as you go into triangle pose, really keeping your focus. Breathe in and breathe out. Be sure to keep your drishti focused and looking towards your palm. Breathe in and breathe out, also keeping your legs as straight as possible. Now let's make our way onto the other side. Breathe in and breathe out. Extending one arm slowly up, really keeping that focus. Be sure to be looking at your palms and keeping your legs as straight as possible. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, let's make our way towards the middle into a wide-legged forward fold once again. Palms on the mat and keeping your knees as straight as possible. Breathe in and breathe out. Now be sure to make a squat as we transition into goddess pose. You're going to squat down into a 90-degree angle as you raise up your palms to the side. Breathe in and breathe out as you get into goddess pose. Now let us make our way center back again, saluting the sun. Breathe in and breathe out, palms together as your legs are spread apart. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, now let's focus center of the mat, getting into mountain pose. Arms and palms to the side. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let us work on a quad stretch as you have one arm extended out for balance. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Really focus on your quad. Now raising your arms up above as we attempt to do on the other side. Really working on that quad stretch. Raising up one arm for support. Keep balance on your other leg. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, now back into mountain, back into center. Palms to the side.
I'm good.
Releasing all tension, releasing all stress. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Arms up above, saluting the sun. Now let us put our leg rested onto our knee as we get into tree pose. So keeping one leg firm and balanced as we raise up our arms, we are now into tree pose. Breathe in and breathe out, keeping your stability, keeping your strength. Breathe in and breathe out as we get back into center. Arms to the side as we are in mountain. Breathe in and breathe out, doing the same on the other side. Raising your leg on your knee and raising your arms up above into tree pose. Breathe in and breathe out, really keeping balance and keeping strength. Breathe in and breathe out. Now raising the sun, saluting the sun, palms together into prayer with your legs spread apart, being grateful for this practice, being grateful for this present moment. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let us extend our arms over our head as our feet and legs are apart. Breathe in and breathe out. Relaxing your body, releasing all the tension from your shoulders and your neck. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let us get into triangle pose as we have one arm extended up above as the other is touching our foot. Breathe in and breathe out. Now getting into center into a wide-legged forward fold. Breathe in and breathe out, creating another triangle, raising our arm up above over our head as the other arm and palm are rested onto our foot. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, now let us move into the center of our mat. Arms to the side, raising up into parallel arms, saluting the sun. Breathe in and breathe out. Now doing a nice back bend. Breathe in and breathe out. Arms to the side. Breathe in and breathe out, extending one arm out into a mudra sign as you clasp onto your leg, onto your foot, and really extending your torso out as you balance on one leg. Breathe in and breathe out as we just achieved the dancer pose. Okay, back to middle, saluting the sun, parallel arms, palms together into a praying pose. Breathe in and breathe out as we prepare for the other side, going back into dancer pose. This is all about focus and strength. So bringing one arm out and extending out your leg up above like a dancer and balancing on one leg, really creating that strength in your body. Breathe in and breathe out, raising your arms up above and doing a nice back bend. Breathe in and breathe out. Now going forward, we're going to use our yoga block as we get into a standing forward fold. And we're just going to use our yoga block for support to really build our flexibility and our strength. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude, exhale out stress. Breathe in and breathe out with our palms rested on our knees as we get into half lift and keeping our back straight as possible, looking straight ahead. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude, exhale out stress. Okay, now let us get into downward dog as we reposition and realign our body, keeping our legs straight and our palms planted onto the mat, really creating that strength. Breathe in and breathe out, lifting, raising one leg up above as we get into a three-legged dog pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Really focus on that upper body strength as your palms are planted onto the mat. Doing a nice little inner crunch and getting back into downward dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude, exhale out stress, extending out one leg up above into a three-legged dog pose. Arms and palms planted onto the mat, really building your upper body strength. Crunching it out and getting back into a downward dog pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let's get onto our knees in center of the mat, raising up your arms into parallel arms, doing a nice back bend. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let's get into child's pose, bringing our arms over our head, resting on the mat, face down. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Release all tension and all stress and really relax your body as you sit with this pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude, exhale out stress. Really relaxing your body on the mat. Now we're going to raise one arm up above as we keep our drishti on focus. Really looking at our palms and really keeping focused. Breathe in and breathe out. Bringing it back into middle, into child's pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Now we're going to do the same on the other side, extending up one arm up above. Breathe in and breathe out. Really feel that nice inner stretch with our arm. Now getting back into center, back into child's pose, relaxing our body. Breathe in and breathe out as we get into tabletop. Knees and palms planted into the mat, keeping our back straight as possible, facing down. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let's thread the needle from underneath, resting our shoulder onto the mat as our knees are planted onto the mat. Breathe in and breathe out as we get back into tabletop, repositioning our bodies and just threading the needle, keeping our arm underneath, aligned straight as we have our knees planted onto the mat. Shoulders resting onto the mat as well. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude, exhale out stress. Now let us get back into center, back into tabletop as we do our cat-cow exercises. So breathe in cat, release out cow. 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 Breathe in cat. Release out cow. Breathe in cat. Release out cow. Now, doesn't that feel amazing? Let's get back into a downward dog. Really stretching out our legs, aligning our torso, relaxing our spine, getting back into a standing forward fold now. Go ahead and use your yoga blocks if needed. Slowly make your way up, raising your arms up above into parallel arms. Now keeping palms together into praying hands, prayer pose. Okay, now going to the top of our mat, bring your arms up above, saluting the sun. Palms together into praying hands, a standing praying pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let us bring our palms, bringing our head down. As we get our yoga block and get into standing forward fold, really using that yoga block for support. Breathe in and breathe out, keeping your legs as straight as possible, keeping those knees locked in and really feeling that stretch. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude. Exhale out stress. Now let us rest our palms into our knees, keeping our back straight and our head aligned and centered. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude. Exhale out stress. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay. Now let us get into a plank pose. Legs extended out as our arms and palms are planted onto the mat, really feeling our core. And chaturanga our way into cobra pose, doing a nice back bend with our legs rested and extended out onto the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let us get into tabletop pose, keeping our back straight and aligned as possible, with our knees and our palms rested onto the mat. Now we're going to make our way into downward dog, keeping our knees locked, keeping our flexibility and building ourselves and aligning our body once again as we get into the next pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Really release that tension from your neck as your palms are planted onto the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let us get into a nice lunge with our leg extended out onto the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. As we are in runner, raising our arms up as we go into warrior one, really keeping our balance firm and straight, extending out those arms slightly, focusing on our warrior one pose. Breathe in and breathe out, getting back into downward dog, really stretching it out as we prepare the same on the other side, going back into warrior one. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, now let us have our lunge on the right side of our body as our other leg is extended out. Arms and palms planted onto the mat as we raise it up into parallel arms, going into warrior one pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Really feel that inner warrior. Okay, now let us get back into downward dog, realigning our body, really feeling in that nice back stretch with our palms and feet planted onto the mat. Breathe in and breathe out as we get into a plank pose, really building our core strength, and chaturanga our way into cobra pose, doing a nice slight back bend with our legs extended out onto the mat, resting on the mat. Now getting back in with downward dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude. Exhale out stress as we get into a standing forward fold. Palms and feet planted onto the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Really relax that neck. Really feel the release and pressure from your neck. Now going into a half lift, resting our palms into our knees with our back straight, keeping our head centered. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude. Exhale out stress. Okay, let us get back into downward dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Back into a plank pose as we chaturanga our way in bro pose as we do a nice slight back bend. Breathe in and breathe out, resting our legs onto the mat. Really getting in that relaxation. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let us make our way back into downward dog. Breathe in and breathe out as we do a nice little lunge, really keeping our leg extended out from the back. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out as we get into warrior two pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Really keeping your arms symmetrical as your feet are planted onto the mat. Breathe in and breathe out, making our way back into downward dog, keeping our legs as straight as possible and our torso and spine aligned. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let us do the same on the other side. Going into a nice lunge while our leg is extended out, raising our arms up above to the side of us, keeping them symmetrical into warrior two pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude. Exhale out stress. Okay, let us make our way back into the middle, back into center as we do downward dog. Now we're going to go into a nice dolphin pose, just resting our forearms on the mat, keeping it very similar to downward dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude. Exhale out stress. Breathe in and breathe out as we rest our knees on the mat in center. Arms to the side. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude. Exhale out stress. Stretching out our left arm and keeping our focus on our palm. Breathe in and breathe out. Let us rest and do the same on the other side, bringing our arm over for a nice stretch and keeping our focus onto our palm. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let us bring our arms overhead, keeping our face on the mat, extending out, stretching out as much as possible. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude. Exhale out stress. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay. Now let us get back into center. Arms parallel, saluting the sun. Breathe in and breathe out. Now doing a nice back bend. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out, bringing it back to center. Nice deep breath in and back out. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay. Now let us get into a reverse plank, really using our arms for a support system. Breathe in and breathe out as your legs are extended onto the mat, relaxed. Going to really focus on your core and really build up that upper body strength. Now let us get centered as we get into staff pose, keeping our legs straight onto the mat as our torso and spine is nice and aligned. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let's bring it forward and really stretch out our hamstrings and bringing our palms to our feet, touching our toes. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude. Exhale out stress. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude. Exhale out stress. Now let us get aligned and positioned. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use our yoga strap to support. We're going to really stretch out our left leg, extending out up in the air as our other leg is rested onto the ground, really using that strap for support. The strap helps you really get flexible, so really use this if you struggle with any of your poses. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay. Now let us do the same onto the other side. Using your strap and extending your leg. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude. Exhale out stress. Breathe in and breathe out. Really keep that stretch and try to keep your leg as close as possible, really bringing it forward. Okay, now we're going to bring both our knees together, knees to chest. Breathe in and breathe out. Now we're going to go into happy baby. Using our hands as we clasp into our feet. Breathe in and breathe out, bringing your knees to your chest and just using your arms and keeping your feet positioned. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let us extend our legs up above as we use our arms for support on our backs. We're going to do a shoulder stand. Try to keep your legs as straight as possible. This will really work your flexibility, and this actually helps you achieve a good headstand for your future, really keeping you aligned and focused. Now we're going to go into plow pose, bringing our legs overhead with our arms to the side of the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. You're really going to feel this stretch on your hamstrings and your lower back. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, now let's rest onto our mat, going into a nice savasana. Really feeling the body flow, really releasing all the tension and really appreciating all the hard work your body has done so far. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude. Exhale out stress. Okay, now let us get into wheel pose, extending up above as we have our feet and our palms for support, really extending and arching our body upwards, creating a nice wheel. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude. Exhale out stress. Now let us rest onto the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude. Exhale out stress. Now let us get into bridge pose, keeping our arms to the side, touching our feet as we extend up our torso, our pelvic area. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, let us get back into center, relaxing our body. Breathe in and breathe out. Now we're going to go back into staff pose. Now bringing one leg over the other as we twist our body. Palms up as we get into Fish of the Lord pose. Resting your other palm onto the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, let us get back into center. Doing the same thing on the other side. Bring one leg over the other. Raising one palm up and resting your arm and palm onto the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let us try to achieve a headstand once again, keeping our palms closed and keeping our forearms close to our head, slightly raising up our legs, extending up above. Try to keep it as straight as possible. Breathe in and breathe out, creating a nice headstand. Breathe in and breathe out. Amazing job. Okay, now we're going to have knees onto the mat, getting centered once again. Now we're really going to work our shoulders back, releasing all that tension, all that stress in that area, that problem area, which is really common. Really releasing all the tension. Now we're going to go forward, a forward roll. Breathe in and breathe out. Stretch out those shoulders. Release all the tension from your neck. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let's go ahead and do some nice neck rolls. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Now to the other side. Breathe in and breathe out. Now use your palm to stretch out your neck to the side. Breathe in and breathe out. Arms to the side of you, getting into center. Now let's do the same on the other side. Using your palm to really stretch out your neck to the side. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let's get back into downward dog, slowly making our way into a standing forward fold. Go ahead and use your yoga block if needed for support. Breathe in and breathe out, palms and feet onto the ground. Now slowly making your way up above, saluting the sun, arms parallel up above your head. Now palms together into a standing prayer pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, now getting onto the floor, relaxing your body, doing some nice inner womb work, praising the womb, and really building up that heart chakra as well. Palms onto your chest, onto your heart, while your other palm is on your sacral energy, on your sacral area. Breathe in and breathe out. Being so grateful for this time, being so grateful for the poses that I was able to achieve, the endurance, the strength of my body, being grateful for this day, being grateful for my body, the cells in my body, knowing that I am disease-free. Breathe in and breathe out. Now keep your legs rested onto the floor as well as we get into Savasana, relaxing your body completely, relaxing your spine, our arms or legs or mind, releasing all the tension from our neck, releasing all the tension from our shoulders, rejuvenating our body, starting fresh. Breathe in and breathe out, releasing everything that does not serve us and bringing in positivity and opportunity, bringing in flexibility and being stress-free, tension-free. Breathe in and breathe out, feeling grounded, feeling rooted, feeling centered, Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Seriously feeling so grateful for this time that we have. Feeling grateful for my body, for my mind, for my soul, for the people that are in my life, the good ones in my life. Being grateful that I'm in alignment with myself. Breathe in and breathe out as you release all that does not serve you and bringing nothing but good intentions. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude. Exhale out stress. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let us make our way back into center of the mat, squatting as we have our palms together and twisting onto one side of our body. Breathe in and breathe out. Getting back into center. Breathe in and breathe out, twisting onto the other side. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude. Exhale out stress. Okay, now using our yoga block and going into another standing forward fold. Legs straight. Body bent and over. Releasing all the tension from our neck. Breathe in and breathe out. Having our palms planted onto the yoga block and really feeling that nice stretch and flexibility. Now resting our palms into our knees as we get into a half lift, keeping our spine, our back straight as possible as we face forward. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in gratitude. Exhale out stress. Breathe in and breathe out. Going back into a standing forward fold. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Namaste.